Hello and welcome to CeCe TV Tuesday. I'm CeCe Clark, where we help ordinary people achieve extraordinary results. On today's episode of CeCe TV Tuesday, Communicating with Impact, Part 2. Find out more when we come back on CeCe TV Tuesday. Welcome to part 2 of our 3-part series, Communicating with Impact. And we're really giving you here the key principles needed to communicate impactfully. Now, as I promised you in the first video, as a result of attending this training, you really will have value in every last one of your statements. You'll avoid the pitfalls of mindless, endless chatter and details, and you will never miss an opportunity for an effective call to action. Now, in the first part of the series, we really discussed those 4 persuasion principles of communications that allow you to speak with impact. And today, even though I'm on the road, I absolutely had to get this module to you, because in today's module, we're going to discuss how voice and persona truly impact your communication. Now, when you're giving a speech or giving a talk before an audience, your communication really has 3 particular categories. Now, the first category is your content. That's what you say. That's the words. That's how they're organized, their relevancy, things like that. Okay? But the second category for your communication is all about voice. That's the way you say it. What's the inflection? What's the pacing? What's the volume? Those things are your voice. And part 3 is persona. That's who you are being when you say it. So that's your body language. That's your eyes. That's your hands. That's your stance. All of those things make up your persona. Now, for most people, the way they approach writing a speech or just giving a talk in general that they're going to prepare for is they start with the content, right? They start with the words that they're going to say, and then eventually they move over to thinking about what are some verbal highlights they can put in. That's the voice piece, right? They think about, what words can I emphasize? But then finally, they seem to get around to adding in some gestures, right? For personal effect. We'll call that persona. But now look, here's the reality. How your audience is impacted by your communication doesn't reflect that standard model. According to research, your content or the words that you say represent only about 7% of your communication's effectiveness. Now, your voice or the way that you say it really represents about 38% of your communication's impactfulness. And finally, the big dog of them all, the persona, who you are being when you say what you say, represents a whopping 55% and obviously has the greatest impact on the effectiveness of your communications, right? So now, while your content is important, 93% of your communications has absolutely nothing to do with the words that you share. Now, I have some homework for you. To improve your speaking, right? And whether you're speaking in public or speaking to your staff or speaking to people in a group at work, it doesn't matter. But what I want you to do is this. I want you to find a speech by a master speaker on YouTube. I have one for you below. If you'll click the link in the box, it's a video to my coach and my speaking mentor, Lisa Nichols. Now, many of you know Lisa. She is a world-renowned, internationally known speaker, trainer, motivator. She was a featured teacher in the movie The Secret, and she's also a 6-time best-selling author. The lady knows a little bit of something about speaking and writing, right? What I want you to do for your homework is I want you to click on that link below. And then I want you to listen to her speech. I want you to close your eyes and just listen. Just listen to the words. I want you to note how you're impacted, how you're touched, how you're moved just by listening to the words. Then I want you to take that same video, go back, and I want you to watch it. And I want you to feel the difference. Her voice and her persona is the second time around. Okay. And I think that's going to be a very clear example for you of how your voice and your persona has in communications. Okay. So now listen, remember to subscribe to my channel below. And then I also want you to make sure you come back for part 3 and the final part of this series, where you're going to receive this 5-part communications model so that we ensure that every last one of your call to actions gets people to move to the actions that you want them to take. And then also, I have a really special gift that I'm so very excited to share with you. So make sure you come back for next week's CeCe TV Tuesday. I'm CeCe Clark. Thanks for sharing part of your day with me, and make it a great day.